How's it going, everybody? Tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about this. This is an Astra Police Revolver, manufactured in 85 and 86. 1985 and 1986, that is. This one happens to be manufactured in 1985. It's chambered in 38 special and has a 3-inch barrel. Let's take it down to the table and take a look at it. So, when you get your Astra Police, it may or may not come in a box. Mine came with a box because it was in very good condition, and it also came with these wood grips. These are kind of similar to your Magna style grips for a Smith & Wesson K-frame, but they don't fit on a K-frame. Trust me, I checked. So you can't use K-frame grips on this guy. So you'll get that guy, you get your Astra Police Revolver, chambered in 38 special. Completely empty there. And you'll get a manual. At the end of the video, I will take pictures and do a nice display of every page inside of this manual. Half of it is in Spanish, and half of it is in English-ish. So, let's take a little bit closer look at the revolver. Alright, so here is our Astra Revolver. I was lucky enough to find a pair of Packmeyer presentation grips, which are very comfortable and give it a really nice natural point of aim. Most of the Astra Polices that I've seen come with a larger, about this size wood grip that covers the trigger guard, fills in the trigger guard hand area, and yeah, a little bit different. I found mine with the Magna style grips. That was the only one I ever saw like that, so I had to snatch it up because it was special. So, take a quick look here. We have a 6-round cylinder, of course, pretty basic. 3-inch barrel with a integrated shroud for your ejector rod. Push forward release, just like a regular normal Smith & Wesson. The neat thing about this guy is it is pinned and recessed, just like old Smith & Wessons. Let me see if I can get a good shot for you. So as you can see there, the cylinders are actually recessed in there, so when you put a snap cap in there, it fits flush with the face of the cylinder, as you can see right there. It's a better shot of the recessed cylinders. So there's aspects about this that are very much old school Smith & Wesson revolver, which, is a big point for me because I really like old Smith & Wessons. So, these come all the way from Spain. They're manufactured by Astra, like I said, in the mid-80s, 85 to 86. This one is made in 1985. There are other ones that I've seen that are made in 86. I believe that the only stamps that the date stamps, which are on the grip frame down here, the only ones you're going to see are going to be 1985 and 1986. So this guy was in service with the I'm not going to butcher the name, so I'm just going to put it right here. Yeah, right there. And as you can see, it has PMV stamped right there, stating, where it was in service at. So one of the really neat things about this revolver, other than the fact that it is just a big, large 38 special. This is chambered in 38 special, but apparently it was originally designed to change out cylinders very quickly. 9mm, 9mm Steyr, and 38 special. I believe there's also a 357 Magnum version of this. I don't know if they're heat treated the same or something like that, but this is a pretty beefy cylinder for just handling 38 special. So the neat thing about this is you see this little button right here. So you open the cylinder like normal, and then you press that button in, and the cylinder comes right off. And be careful when you do that, because that comes off too. So now you just have a cylinder, and as you can see, this one, let's see if we can get focus. This one says Astra 38 Special on one of the cylinders. And it also has proof marks there. So, very cool little revolver. Put this back together. Another neat feature, aside from being pinned and recessed like old Smith & Wessons, is it actually has more of like a mix between like a Ruger mainspring and a Smith & Wesson J-frame style mainspring, and maybe like kind of a Taurus-y mainspring. It's kind of an interesting situation, and it has a little adjustment wheel down here. So I'm going to take these grips off so I can show you exactly what I mean. Alright, grips are off there, and you can see that it has a pretty small grip frame there. I'll show it to you with the wood grips on there. So this is what it would look like with the wood grips. Oh, there we go. So pretty classic, you know, pretty classic look for it. So I'll take these guys off. And let's see here. Right there, you can see some more proof marks, and you can see our date code right there. And this is the trigger tension adjustment. It's the mainspring adjustment, and they do explain that this can be used to adjust the trigger pull of the gun. I'm pretty sure, obviously, just like any other gun, any other revolver, when you lighten up your mainspring, you might run into light strikes. So I believe I have this set on the second lightest trigger pull. I haven't had a misfire yet, and I've shot a fair amount of ammo out of this thing, all the way from factory stuff to reloads that I made myself, even crazy stuff like 180 grain 38 special. Yeah, I know. Woo. So, what you do is you just carefully kind of wiggle this guy out. Come on. It's under spring tension, so you got to be a little bit careful, and it'll come out. So, this goes up. It's not held in by anything. It's just wedged up against the back of the hammer. I've had the side plate off of this before, and it was a pain in the ass to get it back on. Trust me, it's not something you want to do unless you really, really have to. It's not like a Smith & Wesson where it just goes right back on, screw it down, and you're good to go. So this little wheel, you can see, has different depth holes in it. So the guide rod can go straight through, and the spring rests on there. So I've been keeping this at the second level, second lightest trigger pull. Not the stiffest, not the lightest, but the step up from the lightest. So kind of interesting little system. I'm going to put this back in here off camera because it's kind of a pain in the ass. So more things about it. You know, the kind of rounded front instead of a squared off front like a Smith & Wesson. And, you know, it does have your standard fixed sights here. So see if we can get you guys to see the sight picture there. So pretty basic. I believe at one point there's a little dot right here, and the front sight can be painted right there. You can see a little recess. So I'll have to repaint that as well. And I apologize because the gun might be a little bit dirty, a little linty here and there, but that's because I've been carrying this every day for the past couple months. Yeah, I know, it's a pretty massive gun to be carrying every day, but it's been working out pretty well for me. I'll put up some pictures of the size comparison between a Smith & Wesson Model 10-6 and this guy here right now. Another thing about it is it can use the standard K-frame speed loaders. This is a Safariland Comp 2. So you open it up and you just put it in there and they all go in and it works great. I'll post some specs of everything right here, and instead of just kind of rifling them off, I'll let you guys pause and kind of read over them for a little bit. Overall, it's a really great revolver. I really enjoy it. It shoots really, really well. One thing that is kind of interesting is the cylinder is quite long. So you can see when the bullet is in there, you've got, you know, almost a ½ inch, a little over a ¼ inch of space in front of the bullet there. So there's a significant amount of bullet jump. Comparatively on a Smith & Wesson K-frame, you know, you have your cylinder right there, and there's significantly less amount of bullet jump. I haven't had any problems with accuracy at all with this guy, so I don't know if it's an issue or not. But, you know, it's something to keep in mind for some of you guys out there who reload and, you know, take those types of things into consideration.